Hello, football fans, and welcome back to Madden 24. As you can see, the brackets have been updated as we are through another week of the playoffs. So, let's go over each of the games individually, and then I'll give you my overall thoughts. First, the Baltimore Ravens beat the Houston Texans very soundly, which I was a bit surprised by. I really thought that that game was going to be a fairly close and competitive game, and in the end, really was not. The Baltimore Ravens really showed that they are the top team there, it seems like, and really sort of made a statement about how they should do through the rest of the playoffs. In the other game in the AFC, we had the Chiefs versus Buffalo, and unfortunately, as far as I'm concerned, Buffalo lost. I was really cheering for Buffalo in this one, as I just want the Chiefs out. I'm tired of hearing about Taylor Swift, and especially the whole heart-shaped thing with Kelce in the end zone. Just, it's just disgusting. It's, yes, I know it's romantic in a way and such, but it's just one of those that seriously get back to football, focus on football. The other thing I don't think he seems to realize is he should realize that his girlfriend has made her career basically about singing about all of her exes. So, why does he not see that as a possible negative for himself? I mean, if she's famous because of her exes and singing about them, what does she think or what does he think he's going to become? He's just going to be her next single, probably, as he finds himself single. But that's neither here nor there. That's between the two of them. Whatever. I just wish they would keep it out of football. On the NFC side, we had the 49ers versus the Packers, and this one was really sad for my wife. She is a Packers fan. She was very happy last week when the Packers beat the Cowboys, and she was so excited when in the third quarter the Packers were up 21-14 over the 49ers. Unfortunately, in the end, the 49ers did come back, and I say unfortunately in her case. Personally, I was fine with either one of the teams winning, so I think it would have been interesting to have Detroit versus Green Bay, but the 49ers pulled it out. That's great. In the other game, we had one of the closer matchups overall, and the Lions beat the Buccaneers. So, it was nice to see the Lions win. Personally, if there was a team I'm really cheering for in the playoffs at this point, it is the Lions. Before the Carolina Panthers were a team, the Lions were my team. This is, I mean, many, many years ago, obviously now, but I used to love the Lions, and especially I loved Barry Sanders. I think still he is one of the best running backs in the history of the game. And so there is a part of me that would love to see the Lions win it all. With that being said, next week we have the Ravens versus Kansas City in Baltimore. I am definitely cheering for the Ravens to end this madness with the whole hearing about a singer instead of football. And personally, I think they're the much better team. I really do. So it's one of those they should win that game. If they don't, it's going to be somewhat of an upset. On the other side, the 49ers have to be heavily favored in their matchup there against the Lions. There really shouldn't be a contest in it, so we should see the 49ers versus Ravens in the Super Bowl, which I believe I mentioned a couple weeks back when it was still in the regular season and they played each other. That being said, as I said, I would love to see the Lions pull out the surprise, and if they do, you definitely know I'm cheering for them in the Super Bowl. With all of that being said, if I had to pick right now which team I feel like is the team to beat in the playoffs, it is the Baltimore Ravens. I think that they will be Super Bowl champions unless something shocking happens. So that's sort of the news for the normal, regular playoffs that are going on. In the playoffs in game, it was sort of interesting in this last week there facing the Giants because of the fact that Tyrod Taylor, I believe it was their quarterback. And from the stats he seemed to have at the beginning of the game and stuff, it seems like that was not the case through most of the season. So it was sort of odd that they just put him in suddenly in the playoff game against me. And his rustiness definitely showed in the game, so I really don't know what was going on there. It was a very odd situation. I was happy that I got both the interception at the beginning of the game. My offense, I thought, looked phenomenal through a lot of the game. I was very pleased with being able to run the ball and the play action passes that I was getting. And then I was definitely happy with the kick return for touchdown that I got as well. So, let's go ahead and jump into this week and see if we can continue our winning ways, keep the undefeated season going, and move one step closer to the Super Bowl.
It's the NFC Championship game, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Orlando. It's the Eagles and the Panthers, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
Now for the so-called City Beautiful and home to the Madden studios. This is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League from Orlando, Florida. Coming up, a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl. And we've got a potential classic in store, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Panthers of Orlando. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They go play action with Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone is in a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 13-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through. Pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now, Sam. We got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Eagles have struck first in this NFC title game. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Here comes Marquez Stevenson now from his end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown. Well, there you go. They gave up the score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. And no doubt one of the most, if not the most exciting play we'll see in this game. The kick return all the way to the end zone for 6 points. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
And we talked about it last week, the pressure of not just playing in the playoffs and now in the championship game as they try to close out a perfect 19-0 season. Of all the games they played, though, this year, this is far and away the toughest one. If they find a way to win it, guess what the next one will be? The toughest one they've played. That's what happens when you have a perfect record on the line.
A good start to the drive. Here's it's caught out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Give him 30 yards there.
The big plays have been a hallmark of this offense all season, so there was no reason to think that it wouldn't continue here in this title game. Obviously, the magnitude of the event not getting to them early.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Young off the play fake. This one into the hands of Thielen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's another first down on a big gainer there, 34 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, Young. Escaping the pressure right. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. Orlando with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. It's Young off play action. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So Young will head to the sideline, and on is Pinheiro for the Panther field goal. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Here's Aaron Siposs out now to punt on 4th down. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. On play action, Young. That is caught by Thielen. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd down, back to Sanders. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are 1 game away from the Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got, and that's a heck of a run right there.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
It's a second down run with Sanders, and he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. That is caught, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 yards there for number 15. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Sanders here as they run out of the gun, and able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as strong running gets them to the 9-yard line. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's going to ball his way in for a Panther score. Giovanni Ricci, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And an anxious moment or 2 there, but they do get him down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Going deep here for Watkins. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship, as we'll send you across town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that George Halas trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, time to look ahead to the AFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs doing battle with the Baltimore Ravens. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half, as one of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. To find out who, let's turn it back over to Brandon Godden. Our two squads making their final adjustments prior to the second half kick. Which team will be the one standing as NFC champions at the end? To find out, let's get you back to Brandon and Charles.
Stevenson now, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. So the Panthers going to take over here to start quarter number 3. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
From the 31, here comes second and a yard. A play fake, now Young. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down. A nice throw there. And this is a quarterback, you remember, looking to do what no other rookie has done, and that's lead his team into the Super Bowl.
And now you've made me go back down memory lane a little bit, because we have had a few guys come close. Think about Patrick Mahomes in 2018. Second year in the league, but his first as a full-time starter. I go back to 2000 with the Vikings and Dante Culpepper. Also his first year as a starter. But this would be something I think would be very noteworthy.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Could you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. Now Hurts on the option right. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down. Here's Hurts to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Shaq taps it, making his presence felt on the sack. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back. And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, nobody's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
When you run into slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. They'll set up to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He'll look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Eagles. DeAndre Swift, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back live to Orlando. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They go play action. Young. It's caught by Sanders. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Sanders. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to let him up now. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now, during that run, an injury here. We've got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 87 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Here now, 2nd and 4. Another run with Sanders. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Now Sanders. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Flush to his right. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
One of the things that led this organization to commit to him as a starting quarterback as a rookie, his ability to keep his eyes downfield and make plays out of the pocket. Able to see the receiver while on the move and complete a really accurate throw.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Sanders is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the fourth quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101, check that box.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Hurts and the Eagles now down 24-14. Just under 2 minutes to go. Their Super Bowl hopes hanging by a thread as they come up on first down. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Here comes second down at 5. From the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On first down, Hurts. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
Swift going to try up the middle. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's first and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Throwing is Hurts. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And they'll indeed take a knee. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. And they will take a knee here. And the crowd on its feet, and understandably so. They are Super Bowl bound after taking that knee.
How about the ability to celebrate not just winning a championship, but to do it with your fans on your home field? What a great collaboration for them all year long.
Well, the Panthers are NFC champs. As we sign off here, thanks for watching, and good night. And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.